up, Ep.26 for the franchise guy, coming at you again with another episode of Phillies franchise. Yeah, we're 1-0 in the season. I'm doing things a little differently because I am spreading this game out through multiple seasons. I want to take my time with it. So players' debuts I want to highlight, a lot of major league debuts I want to highlight. So take on the Mets right now. Noah Syndergaard on the mound currently for the Mets. 31 starts, 12 and 6, 3.10 ERA, 191.1 innings pitched, 167 hits, 188 strikeouts to 50 walks. What a great! That's a 3-to-1 ratio right there, just to make it super simple. Phillies lineup: we have Gene Segura, JT, Bryce Harper. 4, 5, and 6 is Hoskins, Bruce McCutcheon. 7, 8, and 9 is Kingery, Adam Hazley, and Hyun-jin Ryu, who is making his major league debut this game. One out, top of the first. JT Realmuto is going to strike out swinging on that big pitch right there. I forgot if it was a fastball. Pretty sure it was a fastball, that big fastball right there. But taking the mound for the Phillies is Hyun-jin Ryu. Last season in 32 starts went 10-13, 2.62 ERA, 202 innings pitched, 177 hits, 59 walks to 193 strikeouts. So one of the reasons we signed him, eat a bunch of innings and have a low ERA. Pretty much the cost-effective means of having a decent pitcher, just to put in the middle of our rotation, just clog it up with innings and all that stuff. But first batter he's going to face, Jeff McNeil is going to get a single off him. 2-2 count right here to Robinson Cano, and he's going to strike out looking on the 80-mile-an-hour pitch. So Cano, not too happy in his old age about getting called out looking. For the Mets, you have Jeff McNeil, Cano, and Ramos at 1, 2, 3, Cespedes, Schwindel, Broxton 4, 5, and 6. Aquino, Hechavarria, and Syndergaard will round out 7, 8, and 9. Number 40 for the Mets now, with one out, gonna take it to left field. That's Wilson Ramos. Gonna try and fire it to first, but Hoskins isn't on the bag, and Ramos in his zero speed is definitely in contention for a double play right there. But to end the inning and get Schwindel striking out, looking right there on the outside pitch. 2-2 count right now for Andrew McCutcheon. McCutcheon is going to send this one to the right center gap right here. He's going to round first on the second. The center fielder's got it. He's going to throw it in. But McCutcheon, gets in the second base, standing right there for a 2-out double. After that double from McCutcheon, Kingery's going to follow that up with a big strikeout right there. Syndergaard's pump, he had man scoring position. He clutched it up. 3-2 count right here for Aquino, and he's going to get a walk right there. So not what you want to see from your starter. We're paying him a little over $6 million this season, so we don't want walks. And the best catcher in baseball right here. I'm not sure if it's just me, but I'm having a lot of problems throwing people out stealing. Gonna follow up that stolen base right there, the strikeout right here. So 2 strikeouts so far in the game for Ryu, and follow that up with another strikeout. So back-to-back strikeouts to the end of the inning as Syndergaard strikes out swinging. Ryu does allow a run, but does allow a walk. Top third right now, 2-2 count, and we're going to get a single right here. So it's pretty clutch hitting right there for Adam Hazley. Hazley got called up last season, in the run for his first major league season this season. 3-2 count now for Ryu, and he's going to have himself a 1-2-3 inning for the bottom of the third. Moving on to the top of the fourth, 2-2 hits, no runs, no errors for the Phillies and the Mets. Hoskins up now, 2-1 count with 2 outs, and Hoskins is going to ground out to second base. So Syndergaard having a 1-2-3 inning of his own right after Ryu had one in the bottom of the third. Bottom four, my apologies, right now, 1-2 count, and gonna get a called strike 3 right there on Cespedes. Cespedes not happy, but that was definitely a ball right there. Ryu getting a pitcher's pitch from that umpire. Now, move on to the top of the fifth, and the 3-2 count's gonna be taken deep to right field, and that ball is out of here. Jay Bruce, the former Met, takes his teammate deep, and I mean deep, to right field. That was a second deck shot right there, and I don't know, Bruce just Bruce is tired of this lack of offense so far this series. I mean, last game he only had what, the one run? One run through 7 innings, I think it was, something like that, something insane. But yeah, that's a shot right there from Jay Bruce. 427 feet, 115 miles an hour at 25-degree launch angle. I don't know. McCutcheon up now, 3-2 count, and he's gonna split the gap again. Center fielder misplays it. McCutcheon's gonna use that and round first and go to second base. So he's now in scoring position. So a single and an error on Keon Broxton out in center field. 2-2 count now for Ryu, the bottom of the fifth, and he's going to get the strikeout swinging right there. So Ryu has been pretty masterful so far of this Mets lineup this game. That's what we brought him in for. Mets fans are unhappy, clearly, because this is back-to-back games now. They're being shut out. Bottom fifth now, we're going to get a strikeout looking for a Denny Hechavarria. The cutter was definitely in his wheelhouse, but just kind of froze him up right there. Maybe it came in a little closer and was cut to the center, but who knows? Top of the sixth, 1-1 count for Bryce Harper, and Harper's going to fight one into left field right there for a single with 2 outs. So things could be cooking, but they're not. 1-2 count now for Hyun-jin Ryu, and Ryu's going to let up a deep fly ball. This one's carrying. Hazley at the wall. He leaps and he does not bring it in. That is a solo home run for Jeff McNeil. The squirrel goes deep against the Phillies pitcher. I mean, that is not what you want to get up and ugh, that is not who you want to let up a home run to in a situation like this, because now this game is tied. Jeff McNeil, who's I think in his age 26 season currently, just ties the game up. Now up Wilson Ramos, and Ramos, a lefty killer, sends this one over the glove of Scott Kingery, and it's going to be a single to right field right there with 1 out. So Ramos coming up clutch pretty much in his hitting. After that, Ramos is gonna get another hit right here. So back-to-back hits. Bruce gets it in the corner. Ramos' speed's gonna betray him right here. So he has to hold up at third, but that was definitely a lead. I should definitely have scored if it was anyone else's speed. 3-2 count right now, and Ryu now loses the strike zone. He walks Schwindel. So Ramos singled, followed by a Cespedes double, and now Ryu has walked the bases loaded. But current manager right now, the Philadelphia Phillies, that is enough. He has seen enough for Ryu. He is sending him to the showers. He does not trust his starting pitcher currently, and he will be calling for the bullpen pretty much. Not pretty much. He's calling for the bullpen. And in will come the Rule 5 draft, Sean Reed Foley, the 6'3 pitcher, weighs 220 pounds into his age 24 season. But Foley, who didn't play all of last season, came over the Philly in the Rule 5 pick. Compensation pretty much for not making the World Series, but Foley's going to clutch up right there. First batter he sees, strikes him out. 2 outs now with the bases loaded. I mean, does Reed Foley have what it takes to get one more out? 2-1 count right there, and that ball will get past Kingery. Ramos will score. The Phillies will now be down 2-1 as the Mets take the lead. Not what we wanted right there, but Estradis Aquino got his first major league hit and RBI right there. He is also a Rule 5 draft pick for the Mets. I mean, it's not what you wanted to see from your bullpen. Manager comes in, trust Reed Foley still. Gonna be a ground ball to first base, and Foley will get out of it with only 1 run allowed. I mean, it's a good thing we only had Wilson Ramos on third base. It probably had a lot of things up right there. Kingery now, top of the seventh with 2 outs, going to send a deep ball to center field, and it's going to be caught at the wall. So a 1-2-3 inning for Noah Syndergaard, as the Phillies are now down 2-1, and they are running out of time to make a comeback. Brandon Nimmo will come in, pinch hitting for Syndergaard, so Syndergaard's day is done, which may help the Phillies in the long run, but Reed Foley still on the mound, strikes out the pinch hitter right there. I mean, Reed Foley, starter by trade, moved to the bullpen to get a feel for things as he hadn't pitched in the majors an entire season. And will come after the Mets go down there half the inning. Jeurys Familia comes in last season, 65 games, 2-0, 2.24 ERA. That's pretty good. In regards stat line, 7 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 earned run, and 2 Ks on no walks with only 39 pitches. Yes, that makes sense, I guess. I mean, I don't know. But in will come pinch hitting Edward Encarnacion, the newly acquired man by accident. We dropped our controller and we signed him to 2 years, 4.3 million. But Encarnacion will ground out to the shortstop right here as he's just barely faster than Wilson Ramos, but not quite fast enough to beat up that ground ball to the shortstop. So it's going to be a slow jog back to the Phillies dugout. Top of the eighth right now, still 2 outs. Segura's going to get a hold of one, send this one to that left center field gap, and that's going to one hop the wall for a ground rule double. Get a replay on that. Don't do replays for much, but I felt a ground rule double would be worth. Look at that. One hops the wall, hits the Mets sign behind everyone, and JT Realmuto does not miss that pitch by much, or if not at all. A 2-run home run, and the Phillies have retaken the lead. JT Realmuto, the best catcher in baseball, couldn't throw out the stolen base earlier in the game, but this time doesn't matter this time as he gets all of that ball, sends one to deep center field for the home run, and the Mets manager cannot believe what he saw. JT Realmuto in his career bats better against righties, and he left the righty in to face the Phillies catcher. Take a look at the show track right here, 110 exit velocity, 22.68 launch angle. It's going to give me the distance because that is a long first deck home run. 429 feet. That hung up there for 6 seconds. So everyone got to witness that one. And Familia's day is done, and in will come Justin Wilson. Pitched last game, 1 inning pitch, no earned runs for the pitcher. And Bryce Harper up now, 3-2 count. Is going to send this one to right field for a fly out. So Wilson comes in, gets the out. And in will come Chad Kuhl for the Phillies. Kuhl, 27 years of age, 6'3", 215 pounds, did not pitch in the majors last season. Spent all of last year in AAA. Came over the Nick Pivetta trade, Nick Kingham. He's going to get a strikeout right here of Yoenis Cespedes. So there's now 2 outs in the inning. 2-2 counts for the flamethrower and a 97-mile-an-hour fastball down low. Strikes out Schwindel looking. And Kuhl comes in, gets the outs. And he has himself a 1-2-3 inning. So now to the top of the ninth now for the Phillies, and Rhys Hoskins starting this top of the ninth off with a big fly right here. He did not miss that at all. That was a no doubt shot to left field, and this Mets team has fallen apart at the seams. Yes, they have fallen apart at the seams in the final 2 innings. They held the Phillies to 1 run, took out Syndergaard, and Familia allows a 2-run home run to JT. Now Justin Wilson allows a solo moonshot right here to Rhys Hoskins. Hoskins was in the running for National League MVP last year. Start the season off with a home run pretty much. After that Hoskins homer, Jay Bruce is going to single to right field, and in will come Sir Anthony Dominguez. Made an appearance last episode too. In one game, he has 1 save with 1 strikeout. So can Dominguez repeat last game's magic? Strikes out Aquino right here. So there's 2 outs now in the inning. Dominguez pumped up. He's going to replay that strikeout. Look at that. Not even close for the Rule 5 draft pick right here. But 3-2 count right now, and it'll be another strikeout. Hechavarria goes down swinging. Sir Anthony does a little spin around. Management in the dugout is super pumped right now. Adam Hazley gonna come congratulate Jay Bruce and Andrew McCutchen in center. They're gonna be a slow trot out. Reed Foley getting the credit right here for the win. I mean, he came in was clutch when he needed to be clutched, only allowed the run. So he's talking to Aaron Nola. They're chatting up in between innings on how he can get some of his pitches to break like Aaron Nola does. Sir Anthony Dominguez, though, gets the save, his second of the season. Reed Foley gets the win, and Familia gets a loss as the Phillies defeat the Mets 4-2. I mean, player of the game, Jay Bruce, 2 for 4 with a home run. Hoskins 1 for 4 with a home run. Same with JT, and Segura's 1 for 4 with a double. McNeil had a home run with one other hit for the Mets. Ramos was 2 for 4. Aquino was 1 for 3, his first major league hit. And Yoenis Cespedes was 1 for 4 with a double. But if you guys like this episode, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you guys missed any episode, should put us down below. That's YouTube. Peace out, rock on, and stay super classy.